la, dum de dum de da, lum la 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 la, do 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 do, da da la 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 la. Everything is a lie. Whatever you've been told, the opposite is true. If you're told that you need vaccinations to be healthy, that means vaccinations were designed to kill you. If you were told that global warming was caused by breathing, that's because global warming was actually caused by the sun. If you were told that there's such a thing as international terrorists that threaten your security and you need Homeland Security and FEMA to protect you, that's because Homeland Security and FEMA are the real threat. If you were told that the sun will give you cancer, that's because the sun will actually protect you from cancer.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
If you were told that you need wiretapping and sneak and peek searches and the government having all kinds of, what do they call it, emergency powers to protect your security, that's because they actually want to take away your freedom and ruin your life. If you were told that genetically modified foods would provide you with superfoods that would be more nutritious, taste better, and use less pesticides, that's because they would actually be less nutritious, taste like cardboard, and use more pesticides than ever, and contaminate you with agrobacterium, which will help give you more gallons, and expose you to 400 and something amino acids that the human body was not made to ingest. And they will make you sterile. If you were told that you need to eat food that's been irradiated to protect you from mold, that's because irradiating food actually causes cancer and cell damage and will kill you. If you've been told that natural remedies are ineffective because they have never been proven in double-blind, peer-reviewed, journal-published studies, and that pharmaceutical drugs are the only drugs that are effective and will cure your diseases, that's because the natural remedies will actually work really well and are a lot cheaper, and Big Pharma won't make any money, and the pharmaceutical drugs will never make you better, they will never cure you, they will actually kill you. If you were told that women have been liberated by the women's rights movement because they now have the opportunity to work, the truth is that because of the women's lib movement, women actually now are obligated to work because it's just raised the bar. Now you can no longer function on a one-income family. Well, the whole economy has changed. Women are not only obligated to work, but they still raise their children. And if they don't raise their children themselves and choose to stay home and be poor, they have their children raised by the state. So the women's lib movement has not liberated women, it's actually broken up the family. If you were told that chemtrails are being placed in the atmosphere to deflect the rays of the sun to protect the planet, that's because they'll actually destroy the environment, destroy the food, and they'll kill you. If you were told that milk needs to be pasteurized for it to be safe, that's because the milk comes from an industrial farms where the cows are all sick and they're treated with antibiotics, they have infected udders, a lot of pus ends up in the milk, and you wouldn't be able to drink that without getting violently ill unless it were treated with high temperatures. But when you do that, it boils out all the enzymes and all the nutrition so that you're not actually able to absorb the calcium because it's missing the enzyme that you need for that. And basically, all the nutrition is gone, and if you keep drinking that milk, it'll kill you. If you were told that to prevent breast cancer, you need to get a mammogram every year to detect it early, that's because mammograms contain ionizing radiation that will actually give you cancer. So yes, it'll find it earlier, but that's what caused it in the first place. So the bottom line is that mammograms will kill you. If you were told by your dentist that you need a filling, and that is an amalgam filling, which will last a really long time and give you your money's worth, but it actually contains mercury, but that's okay, the mercury is safe. Well, that's because the truth is they're putting mercury in your teeth, which will give you chronic mercury poison, and it will kill you. If you were told that you need to take fluoride and drink fluoridated water to protect your teeth, that's because fluoride is poison and it will kill you. If you were told that corn syrup is a safe and natural kind of sweetener, that's because it's actually made from genetically modified corn, and it contains mercury, and it will kill you. If you were told that to lose weight you should use diet foods which contain sugar substitutes such as aspartame, and that these are perfectly safe and natural and will help you attain a healthy body weight, that's because they're actually full of chemicals that will give you brain cancer and will kill you. If you were told that 9/11 and the collapse of the World Trade Centers was pulled off by a bunch of Arabs with box cutters and plastic knives, being directed by an old man in a cave with a long beard and a laptop somewhere off in Afghanistan, that's because it was actually an inside job, and it was brought down by explosives, and the same people who did that also want to kill you. If you were told at church that you have to give your unconditional support to the US government and to support their evil wars against so-called terrorism and against marijuana, and if they read you that verse from Romans that says that rulers are appointed by God and are allowed to rule badly, and if they tell you to cooperate with the government and go to the FEMA camps and receive the microchip, that's because the church was bought and paid for by the same people who bought out the US government and served the devil. And they want to kill you. I can diffuse the clouds with my eyes, using my orgonite energy. Make gone.